Okay, शुरू करें.
Assalamualaikum everybody. Today I'm going to be sharing with you why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween. Introduction. Today I'm going to be talking about why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween as a person and as a Muslim also. Reasons why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween. When we think of Halloween, we think of a fun and spooky thing. We think of fun and spooky things, and it's fun to go trick-or-treating with your friends. But when you go trick-or-treating, you're asking people to give you candy, and it's kind of like begging. Islam doesn't encourage to beg people, only to beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on Halloween, there are lots of costumes and stuff at the stores. And the people at the stores try to make it more tempting to buy. But we don't need costumes. We just want them. So if we buy the costume, then we're just wasting money. Plus, we're just going to grow out of them in like a year or two. The money spent on Halloween. On Halloween, every year we spend about $9 billion. We could have used that money for much better things, like feeding the millions of people who have no food and are starving right now. Why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween as a Muslim. As a Muslim, we know we shouldn't celebrate Halloween because the people used to think that on Halloween, the dead people would come alive. So when they got out of their houses, they would dress their children up as ghosts, so the other spirits would think they were fellow spirits as well. But we don't believe that the dead can come alive in the form of a ghost. Night dangers. When we go trick-or-treating, we go trick-or-treating at night, but that can be dangerous because it's harder to see at night. Strangers. You shouldn't go trick-or-treating because you're going to random people's houses. You shouldn't just go to random people's houses. You don't know like who they are or stuff or something. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thank you, Sarah. Mashallah, mashallah. I like your last slide, this one. Okay. माशाल्लाह इनका वो पॉइंट भी बहुत अच्छा था. इट्स जस्ट लाइक begging कि you are going door to door and asking for candies and it's just like begging and it's not allowed in Islam. Yeah, good, mashallah. Excellent, Sarah.
Thank you, Auntie.
Okay, where is Siraj? Okay, Siraj, आप शुरू करें.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today I'll be sharing with you my opinion on why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween. Introduction. There are many reasons why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween, not just as a Muslim, but as a person as well. Today I will share some of those reasons. Money. On Halloween, over $9 billion are spent. $9 billion. Some of that money could go to charities or starving people instead of giving people candy when they have enough money to buy it themselves. False beliefs. The reason people dress up on Halloween is because when Halloween first started, people thought that the dead would come back in the form of ghosts. They were scared of the ghosts, so they would put out food for the ghost, and when they went out of their houses, they dressed up as ghosts. In Islam, we don't believe that they can come back to life, but for an exception on Judgment Day. So, on Halloween, the needy went to people's doorsteps and asked them for soul cakes, which is like a type of cake. And the people who were giving the cakes would make them pray for their loved ones who had died. In Islam, we don't believe this is right. You shouldn't just force someone to pray for you. Health. On Halloween, kids go trick-or-treating to get candy. Most kids' goal is to get large amounts of candy. But that much candy is unhealthy and potentially dangerous. So you could get sick, and that's obviously not good. So this is another reason why we shouldn't celebrate Halloween. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
गुड माशाल्लाह, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर सिराज, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर। माशाल्लाह आपने भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स जो है माशाल्लाह से मेंशन किए हुए थे कि हेल्थ भी अफेक्ट हो रही है एंड इट आल्सो इन्वॉल्व्स मैनी फॉल्स बिलीव्स इन इट, सो वी शुड नॉट डू इट। ओके, गुड माशाल्लाह।
शुक्रिया।